Marthe Robin, a French mystic, said, "Nothing more beautiful has ascended to God than the prayers of children."
It is our mission to see that holy hour of Eucharistic adoration for children be started in parishes and Catholic schools all over the world. Adoration is not only for adults. We have not meditated enough on the words of Jesus, "Let children come to me. Do not prevent them." It has been such a great joy for families by thousands to see their children quietly adoring the Lord. Through these times of adoration, these children of hope grow up with a stronger belief in Jesus' real presence in the Eucharist and in His love for each one of them.
Children adoration makes me feel like I'm closer to Jesus.
I like the silence because we can talk to God through our heart.
I like going to adoration because it makes me feel like I'm really close to God and I can tell Him whatever I want.
I really learned what it meant to be in front of the Lord and how to act and what to do when actually you're in front of the Lord.
I like that you can have quiet time to talk to Jesus and let Him know that you love Him and you're thankful for everything He gave you.
I really liked adoration because it's easier to concentrate on Jesus' life and His love for us.
You can ask God questions and even though you can't hear Him tell the answers, you just have a feeling inside He's talking to you.
It's just so great a gift that it's just amazing. We can't even begin to fathom what we can get out of this gift.
What a hope for parents to see children coming out of Eucharistic adoration with a big smile on their face, ready to love their brothers and sisters so much more and to forgive them, ready to go to Mass more eagerly, ready to pray within the family. We all know children love to play, but do we all know that children love to pray as well? All across our modern world, we more and more worship the works of our hands. Are we not a society in which scientific progress and technological gadgets seem to be the object of our worship? Is there still room for God in the life of our young? What if your children were able to adore our Lord in the Eucharist on a regular basis? What effect would this have on them, on the whole world, and on their own family? But what is Eucharistic adoration? Adoration is not first of all Eucharistic. Adoration is first of all acknowledging that God is our Creator, Creator of the whole universe, Creator of the soul. Eucharistic adoration is to respond to the gift of the Father who gave Jesus, His beloved Son, to the world, present in the Eucharistic species. When at Mass the priest takes the host and say very slowly, "This is my body, which will be given up for you." In 5 seconds, God, who is invisible, comes in the host. It's a miracle. You can go back home tonight and say to your parents, "Hey, Mom, Dad, we attended a miracle." Some people say that Mass on Sunday is enough. Well, is it enough to manifest our love for Jesus? Or should we not also spend time with Him as our best friend, acknowledging His real, true, substantial presence?
I've noticed personally a difference in the last few years since we've begun the Children's Adoration program. Children coming into second grade already can explain the real presence. They already understand that Jesus becomes present to us during the Mass at the time of the consecration. Also, when they enter the church, when they leave the church, you don't hear them. There's no talking. They show their reverence to Jesus so in the way that they genuflect, in the way that they respond during Mass.
When the people go up the aisles, when I was littler before I went to adoration, I always used to look at the people, but now once I go to adoration, it helps me focus on praying to Jesus.
The children understand the true presence of Christ in the Eucharist, and they read about it in their books and in their catechetical lessons, but to actually go and to be alone face to face with Christ kind of brings those points home for the students.
They come away with a better understanding of the whole concept of, yes, Jesus is on the cross and He's risen, but He's also in the Eucharist. And that's really important for them to understand that He's actually there and how that happens and why. And then for some of the kids who aren't Catholic, it's a better understanding for them of why we go to church.
I'm going to play for you a kind of music that helps to pray, that carry the words of Jesus, the words He said 2,000 years ago, then to put them into music and then silence. Pope John Paul II said, "The Pope loves music, but music that leads to silence."